Good morning everybody. Today it's Thursday the 14th of January, and if you're usually in class 1 PT you'll know that on a Thursday and Friday it's my turn to do the teaching and Mrs Parker teaches you on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, my name's Mrs Thornton if you don't know me already, but it's lovely to be back. I feel like I haven't seen you for quite a while, but I know that I have spoken to a few children on the phone this week, and I've been very busy looking at some of the work that you've been sending in and replying to your emails. So keep it up, fabulous. I know also that Miss Gardner asked you last week to have a little think about the weather that week, and if you could, to keep a weather record. So I've had a little look outside today, and I think where I am today at the moment, it's raining. So I've drawn myself a little weather symbol there to record today's weather. You might have recorded it in a different way, but that's the way that I've chosen. If I keep all my symbols for every day, then I've got my weekly weather chart. So fabulous. Put your hand up if you've done that already. Yeah, I thought you might. Well done everybody. So let's see what we're doing today. Now I've put up a timetable today just to help me to remember what we're doing today, because that is always useful. And I can see that some of you have actually got ready for school today. I can see some of you are in your school uniforms, which is lovely to see. That means you're prepared for your learning. Some of you are still in your pyjamas, and I have to admit that I have put my work clothes on today, but quite often I've been in my pyjamas this week. So it doesn't really matter what we're wearing as long as we're ready for learning. So the first thing that we're going to be doing today is phonics, but there isn't a video for that. There's just a little activity written for you on your remote learning timetable sheet, which you can access on the website. But there is a little activity for you to do which involves reading, and we've been learning about the sounds this week, so that's what that one's all about. Then we are going to be doing some handwriting, but before we do the handwriting, and there is a video that I'm going to do the handwriting with you today, just like Mrs Parker did yesterday and the day before and the day before that. But I'd like you to have had a go at the dance video on YouTube if you've got access to that, because that's a really good way of warming up our muscles. And it was the Dance and Beats, and it was Stuck in the Muck dance that we were working on this week. So brilliant if you can do that, and then watch the handwriting video for the rest of the lesson. And then we've got a literacy lesson, and there's a video for that too, and there's quite a big explanation on the timetable for you to have a go at, but I am going to teach you that through the video, so do look at that and join in with the story. That's what we did today, writing the story. And then we've got a maths lesson, a numeracy lesson, so you can watch the video to that. And then after that there is PSE, which is going to be about keeping warm, which is what we're learning about at the moment. Miss Gardner introduced that last week, so there's the next little lesson follow up to that to do, and that's written on your daily timetable, so you can read that one, but there isn't a video to go with that one, I'm afraid, so that one you can do by yourselves. But amongst all of those things, what else are you going to do today? Well, I do hope that you're going to carry on with your reading, okay? So you can have a go with your mum or dad, or your grown-up, or your big brother and sister, or your little baby. You can read them a story too if you like. So whatever you're doing, just keep up with your reading. And don't forget there's the owls that Mrs Parker told you all about yesterday, the owl readers. So also, well, you're going to go and have some snack, I hope, at some point through the day. So I don't know when you're going to be doing that. It depends what order you do things in, but make sure you've had your snack and something to eat today. Remember, at school we like to have water or milk, and we like to have a fruit snack to keep us healthy. So if you can keep that up at home at snack time, that's brilliant. Remember, we try and save our sugary drinks and our chocolate and sweets and things like that for our special treats with our lunch. But don't forget to have something to eat and drink through the day. That's really important. Also, it's really important you keep up with your spelling. So you've got your J2E spellings, and then you've got your maths numbots as well. Remember, keep up with that. I would make sure that you've been outside for some exercise, or if it's raining too much today, that you've done some exercises inside. And I know it's not today that Joe Wicks does his little television programme, but he does do it regularly, doesn't he? So maybe you can watch yesterday's and have a little go at that if you've got some time. But you also need to give yourself some time to relax too. Now at school we would be doing something like cool time when we'd finished our work, just to give us our brains a little bit of a breather and just to break up our day a little bit and give us a little bit of downtime so that we can time to take in everything that we've been learning that day. So do have a little bit of time for free play, and it might be a good time then where if mum and dad are working that they can get some meetings done, or they can get on with what they need to do while you have a little quiet play and let them do their work too. There is an assembly today, so on the website you can have a little look at today's assembly and see what's going on there. And at the end of the day, don't forget, you've got to help your mums and dads, because at school you will be expected to do your own tidying up, wouldn't you? So don't forget, you've got to tidy up your things, you've got to tidy up your learning area, you've got to tidy up all your cutting and sticking, or your pencils, or your crayons. That's for you to put those away, isn't it? So keep up with that, don't just leave it to mums and dads to do. I'm sure they'd love for you to help them do that. So I'm all alone here. It's a little bit lonely, but I would like to introduce you just to a few helpers that I've got helping me this week, because I know that Miss Gardner, she's got Charlie, and Mrs Parker had Ted, didn't she? I don't know who Miss Trevor's going to have next week. It's going to be a complete surprise. But I've got three helpers really. First of all, I've got Ellie, so she might come along and help us with some of our activities. But I've also got Rue, so come on Rue, come and say hello. Hello. So, this is Rue. And Rue is short for Ruth. That's her real name, Ruth, but we call her Rue for short. And she's a very helpful girl, and she's kind. She can be a little bit naughty sometimes, but she doesn't mean any harm. She's very kind, aren't you? So wave hello to the children. Okay, well done. So, oh, she's off. She can't sit still for a minute, can she, Rue? So she's gone. Oh, but there's somebody else there as well. Who's this? Well, this is Rue. Hold on a minute. We've just met Rue, haven't we? Well, do you know, I've got two Rues. There are two Rues helping me. This is Rue, and his real name is Rupert. And he is a very helpful friend as well, and he helps me a lot. But you know, Ruth and Rupert, both Rues, are identical twins. I've got two of them. So sometimes you will see Ruth, and sometimes you will see Rupert Rue. But how are you going to know which is which? Because they look exactly the same, they behave exactly the same, and they've got the same little clothes on too. Well, there's only one way you're going to know whether it's Rupert or Ruth that's helping me today, and that's if I call Rupert Rue he, or if I call Ruth over there she. Now those words he and she are pronouns, okay? So he, she, I, we, you, they, those are all special words that we put at the beginning of sentences to describe who we're talking about, the subject, who we're talking about in our sentence. So I wonder, a little task for you is to spot, am I talking to Rupert Rue by using the word he when I talk about him, or is it Ruth, she? So that's something for you to watch out over the next couple of days. But both Rues have got something special to do, to put on the board. Now they want you sometime through the day, when you've got a little moment spare, to do Rue's relaxation. So it's really important when we're busy thinking, when we're busy working, that we also have time just to stop what we're doing and just take a few moments to breathe, to think about things, and just let the world do its thing in our heads, okay? So we're going to give you a little task, Rue's relaxation task today, task number 1, and this is what Rue would like you to do, both Rues would like you to do. Sometime through the day, could you please find a time to lie with your back on the floor, and can you place a soft toy on your tummy? And then you've got to just breathe in and out slowly and deeply, and try to concentrate on watching the toy on your tummy rising up and down and up and down. Okay, so when you think that you've had a really busy time and you just need a few moments just to calm down and relax, why don't you have a go at one of Rue's relaxation tasks? Okay, so I think that's all that I need to say to you today. Keep up the good work. We're so busy looking forward to speaking to you on some of the, get my words out. We're so looking forward to speaking to some of you on the phone this week, and I've loved having all your work being sent in. Hopefully I'm going to get some to print off to put on my board for next time. So bye bye, and see you in a bit for handwriting. Bye bye.